My name is Cesar Mascorro, and I'm grateful for this opportunity to speak about my career in music. Honestly, music has been everything and anything I've done all my life. I began taking piano lessons at the age of 8. I honestly don't remember if it's because I wanted them or my parents sent me. Either way, I'm thankful for that, because I started playing in church when I was 12 years old. And at the risk of telling you my age, this summer I'm celebrating 56 years as a church musician. And in between, my love for music made me join the band in middle school to learn how to play the trombone. I continued playing my trombone through middle school, high school, college, and of course at that point I wanted to make music a career. So I kind of majored in trombone, instrumental music, and kind of minored in piano at the same time, since I knew how to play piano. And I became a band director, and my motivation, to be very honest, to come back to teach as a band director in Brownsville was partly because the band programs in Brownsville have always been very, very strong. For 80 plus years, there's a long tradition of excellence in Brownsville in the band world, in the band programs. But my motivation was also to serve in my church, not the current church where I play on Sundays, another church, but my motivation was to serve God in that church with the abilities that He has given me, and that was through music. I was choir director at that church for 30 years. I was pianist, organist, and that's what I do now. Not the choir directing part, but the accompanying at the piano and at the organ here at First Presbyterian Church in Brownsville. And within these 56 years, I was a full-time band director in the public schools for 36. And that was very enjoyable. I really, really enjoyed that. I kind of miss being on the podium in front of bands, but that opportunity does happen rarely, but it does come up sometimes. But what I do consistently now is accompany here at the church. I accompany some smaller school districts that don't have in-house accompanists, like the larger cities like Brownsville, Harlingen, McAllen, PSJA. They have their full-time accompanists, and it's a full-time position. So smaller districts such as La Feria, Rio Hondo, others, that's where I go, and I accompany their choirs when they have performances for UIL competition. I accompany their soloists, and right now these next 3 weeks are very busy going to those schools to accompany their soloists that are going to state competition. The weekend of Memorial Day weekend, I will be accompanying in the Austin area 22 students that will be competing at the state level. That competition at the state level is very intense. Those judges don't forgive much, so the performance needs to be as perfect as possible. But I'm very grateful that I can still be doing what I'm doing right now, because, and something, when I speak of this, what happened to me 11 years ago always comes up. I had a major health problem related to my intestine. I was in Houston for a 4-month period in a hospital and then a rehab center. And in the meantime, the doctors didn't think I was going to make it. And once I went to rehab to learn how to walk, learn how to talk, learn how to breathe, all on my own, all the things that we take for granted, I had to learn how to do them all over again. And a doctor told me as I was leaving the rehab, "You're lucky you still have your fingers." And I stopped and I asked him, "What is that all about?" I didn't understand that. I had an intestinal problem. How is that related to fingers? And he told me that the body, the way the body works, our bodies focus on fixing what is wrong, the incision, the area that needed attention, that the body tends to ignore extremities. So he explained to me that it's very common that people go home without a foot, without a hand, without a few fingers. So he told me, "You're very lucky that you have your fingers." And I told him, "Thank you, but I am blessed. I am blessed to have my fingers. I am blessed to be able to play as I enjoy to play. And the main thing is, much more than I enjoy doing it, I know for sure it is a calling. It is a calling from God that is my purpose. That is my reason to be here, to worship, to serve, to minister, to speak of Scripture, maybe not verbally, but speak through music, through musical arrangements, through hymns, and that is why I'm here. So I enjoy doing what I do. During my teaching career, I enjoyed, like as I was saying, many great performances. We would go to band festivals and come home with trophies, superior rating, best in class, grand champion of the whole thing, UIL trophies, what's called sweepstakes trophies. I was blessed to have many great students. On 3 different occasions, students nominated me for Who's Who Among Teachers in America's Schools, and all that is great. But my focus is serving the Lord through the ways, the capacity that He has given me, and that is through music. So I'm grateful for this, and that is what I do at this point. And as I say, I'm here at First Presbyterian Church every Sunday, accompanying the choir, accompanying soloists, playing for the hymns, sometimes at the organ, sometimes here at the piano. But it's my reason to be here, and it is my reason to live, to serve and worship God. Thank you.